Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to the Splode stream. Nice to see you all. It's an amazing night of action. We've got seriously, it's gonna be a interesting stream. It's actually gonna be an interestingly long stream, as well as we're gonna start off with a playoff matchup here in the Rocket League Splashers, and we'll move to the Ascent Tournament Series Ascension Cup. Our first time seeing that new league kind of starting up here. Look at that schedule. Again, running off the RLSS. Quarterfinals with Unknown Aurora, and Scarf Gang Ascension. And again, we're starting the Ascension Cup. The Ascension Tournament Series, I think 6-week regular season. Involves Skylight, FFV, Final Form Entertainment, Splode. Of course, again, our first match is Unknown Aurora, Scarf Gang Ascension. As we said, it's the last of the quarterfinals here for the Rocket League Splashers. This is part of the Tsunami Cup. One team is moving on to the semifinals. Play on Fifth Corner Esports tomorrow on this stream. One team, sorry, not tomorrow, in 2 days on this stream. The other will be eliminated. What's interesting about these rosters as well is just how small they are. They're not big rosters by any means. These are not massive rosters. Actually on the smaller side for most teams. Again, 3 players, 4 players. When you're in the playoffs, you generally want to have a kind of a player, kind of a lineup that you know will work for you. For both these teams, well, they've got very few players to choose from. Might actually help them with that selection process, although a lot of teams, you get to this point in the season and you have a ton of players due to having, you know, subs come in and needed at any point. Again, it's the last of the quarterfinals. These teams were given some extra time to schedule the series, and again, they're scheduling it here for tonight. Reminder, as soon as this series is done, this is a best of 7, so this is going to be a long series. As soon as this is done, we're moving on to that ATS matchup pretty quickly. Probably won't be seeing any breaks at all for that one, so that's going to be interesting, to say the least. Is again, what a match it will be. As again, just trying to see if we can get some things going here. Again, hopefully these teams join at any moment, but again, a match that is, again, both these teams have actually enough the regular season with the same record of 4-3. But what I think is really interesting is they never played each other. They're in the same group, but they never played each other during that regular season. This is their first time meeting each other. And well, for some teams, that first time meeting each other, first time in the playoffs, it could be a little bit daunting. Again, they're in the quarterfinals, so pressure definitely is there for them. We'll see how well they play. Again, just trying to get things sorted out here as soon as we can. I was going to peek. Hello, Spray Goo. Man, I haven't seen you in a while. How are things going, Spray Goo? I haven't seen you, I think, since Escape Velocity. Phoenix, I think, was the team name. A long time ago. Happy to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. But again, man, it's going to be an interesting day for Rocket League action. As again, we're just trying to make sure we get things sorted out here. Good memory? Well, the reason I remember is because you guys beat Team Ignition, and that's an work I'm on right now, so take that how you will. But yes, I remember that. That was, I think, a 4-3 or 4-2. I think it was a 4-3. That wasn't, again, that was a fun series. I haven't seen you guys in forever, though. You guys are doing well. Oh, there you go. You said in chat you're doing well. Well, look, nice to hear you from you, Spaku. Again, one match we have Unknown versus HD. We cannot seem to escape Unknown on this stream. We've had this team on the stream a ton. We're actually gonna have this team at least once. We're gonna be seeing Unknown Academy on Saturday, so we might actually see Aurora. If they win this, we'll see them on Saturday against Fifth Corner Esports. Again, we cannot escape them. We saw Unknown Esports main team take on Missouri Western State University only a few days ago. Again, we saw Unknown Academy in there. Round of 16 against Fifth Corner Esports Stooges. Again, we can't seem to escape the Unknown Esports team. And apparently the Unknown Esports team can't escape us either, because now they're making, you know what, you guys will get it, but they're making some interesting matches here. We'll see if those Unknown fans are still around. It is a pretty interesting time for the match. Again, what a series will be, a best of 7. I know these guys may be jumping in early. Again, we only have about an hour for this match, so I want to get this thing started as soon as possible. I do not want to delay that second series. Again, timing is actually going to be pretty important for these teams. It generally takes about 5 matches to go 45 minutes. So, I did tell these teams to be on time. Hopefully they will follow that. And we can get things going here for, again, this best of 7. Again, both these teams ending up their seasons 4-3, pretty middle of the pack, but I mean, the game differential is pretty good for them, though, to the point where they did have that high seed in the first round. They won both of them in forfeits. And they play each other, again, 2 teams that have never met each other before. You gotta get used to it, and if you recognize any players in this roster, you'll recognize Owl. He's actually a pretty recognizable player for the Splash Series. We haven't seen him a lot, but Owl can peak. This is a guy who can definitely peak and really make you fight for everything. Next side, Twizzy J is a recognizable name. He was on an Unknown Esports team back like 2 seasons ago in the Skyward Series. I remember that because that was Unknown Illusions, I believe, and I was a team Team Ignition back when it was Cody Drasik's Revel, I believe. Back when it was that team, that was a team that they played against each other in the wild card for that. Got to see Twizzy there. Very solid player. We do have Howl and Hallow in. Hallow, I believe, is Clue. So, we're going to call him Hallow. I know that when I got a message from the captain, he said it didn't really matter too much, and he goes by both. As, again, Clue is Hallow. I'll actually make a little edit for that. Just so that it's consistent. But again, we're going to call him Hallow, because that's his in-game name, and I know he goes by both. Again, what a match this will be. And one last look at those lineups. Again, Hallow, also known as Clue. Vex is another name, but he's also known as Nerves. If that name maybe rings a bell for you all again. Into this series, it's going to be quite an exciting one. As well, Hallow saying hello in chat. Hello, Hallow. As hopefully Hattie Scarf King join. I can't have them be late. That's for sure. Oh boy, if they're late, this is going to make things a little more complicated for us. And, well, again, we have a match coming up in just an hour from now. I'm really hoping that Unknown is not late, but it does seem like they might be. It's going to make things awkward. I'm hoping that we can get both these matches up. As, oh, speaking of them, there they are. Unknown just joining in. Thank goodness they aren't that late, so that's going to make things easy for us. And they are giving us the ready. They want to get things started. Although they aren't in the voice calls, so that also means we're going to have to delay this match a slight bit. But it's going to be Twizzy J, Decaf, and... oh, it's just... Twizzy J, Decaf. I think it's also going... I have to check because the names aren't all showing up. DJ, Decaf, and I would assume... I think Squiddy's also in. Those are the 3 players for them. Well, let's get things going here. Of these teams. Best of 7 series. They've never met each other before, but here they are. Their first meeting, and it comes in the quarterfinals. A best of 7 series to determine who will play the top seeded 5th Corner Esports side on Saturday. One series can define your season. I've said it so many times before, and it's going to continue to be important for these guys to get as many wins as they can. They came into this playoff as a team that, you know, a lot of people saw them as being a team that's going to be that pushover for 5th Corner. Nobody wants to be that, but the chance in... definitely there is Hilo. That's in for Squiddy. It's open for Twizzy J. And somehow Unknown Aurora have gotten the first goal. 19 seconds in, and I will be honest, I don't know how that goes in. You really can't follow the play in front of the nets. The ball bouncing like that. Unknown Aurora with their first strike. Their first of what will probably be many of this matchup. Every single series starts with 1 goal, and in fact, it will now continue with a second. Decaf will score. Unknown Aurora will lead by 2. Not even 30 seconds in and already, Unknown Esports putting the shots on. And they're not missing. HSG Ascension caught a little bit pushed out for those challenges. Alright, now just a quick start for Unknown, who are giving HSG Ascension all they know here. Tallow with that touch. Decaf won't have it. Vex to the back wall. Squiddy wants this one away. There's a touch. Owl dunked out, and Aurora waiting in the backfield as Decaf has it. Decaf with the dribble. Vex is going to keep it out. Unknown though, missing this one. Owl's shot's just gone wide, and I know a lot of you Eddie Scarf Gang fans have mentioned to watch out for Owl. He's a guy who can really make things happen. Oh, what? Vex will put it in. HSG have answered back. Maybe watch out for Owl. Well, watch out for Vex. That shot is powerful. Decaf standing flat-footed, and it's a perfect placement to the back post. HSG have answered back. This could be a very long series. If the scoring just continues like this, usually game one can be pretty high scoring for a lot of teams, and then usually it kind of cools down as we get further and further in, as defense gets prioritized! Oh, Decaf! Well, there was no defense there! Not that there would be any to stop that shot! My goodness, what a double tap! Right off the back wall, Decaf fires that one in! And it's a goal for Unknown. They continue their incredible start. Decaf with that second touch. All too perfect. Spear from Owl. That one Twizzy, awkward! Vex is gonna put it in. Owl just sent it upfield. Twizzy J was the first to get there, but he really didn't get a good touch on that. He was trying to pinch it off his post, but instead he just left it in front of his net. An overcommit from Unknown. HSG Ascension, another goal. This is a high-scoring game. A lot more action to go here. Vex looking to the ceiling. Maybe a flip reset. So Owl try to get that shot, but it won't work for him here. Squiddy. Owl's going to dunk him. Unknown. Again, already have one team in the semifinals for this Tsunami Cup. Being Unknown Esports, who again we saw win against Missouri Western not that long ago. Yeah, that series was a 4-1. For Unknown Aurora, they're trying to get themselves through the semifinals in a pretty quick pace as well. As Vex, Owl, off the sidewall, Decaf, trying to send it away. So just bouncing around in the midfield. No one's really getting full possession, and while Unknown are chasing after it, HSG Ascension trying to keep it away from them, and they won't do it for long though. Squiddy's second touch, and nobody's jumped for it. Unknown Aurora will get that 2-goal lead again. Squiddy, quite decisive. It's a character trait you need to have at this level. Aloe trying to cover it, but he just did not have the net there. And it's Unknown trying to continue that goal-scoring prowess here. They've demonstrated quite well this game as Owl. Challenged by Squiddy, but it is going in front of the net. Decaf doesn't have it. Oh, Vex thought he did, though, and Vex left the play. That could have been goal-free for HSG. But you can't blame Vex for not challenging. I mean, when do players miss that? They shouldn't at this level. But even so, everybody makes mistakes. Capitalizing on them should be a priority for these teams to, because at this level, there are going to be mistakes. With the pressure on like this, it's going to happen. It's going to happen relatively often here as Hallow, a flick in the midfield. Vex is jumping for it. That one's dropped down for Owl. That's off the bar, though. He maybe put a little too much power on it. Actually, edit that. Definitely put too much power on it. HSG Ascension, that was open for them. Owl, who is, again, the captain, has been touted as the player to watch this series for HSG. Well, we've been watching him all right. He hasn't been doing enough for HSG this game. Unknown Aurora stay in the lead because of it, says Hallow. To Vex, back to Hallow. No second touch. Squizzy J doesn't have it. Vex, the flick. That one's on. It is saved by Squiddy. Unknown Aurora will send it away. At this point for HSG, you can tell that just trying to boost Starve Unknown. They're prioritizing more on those corners, going towards the boost and then taking it at the same time. Even the ball up has really also helped them in that same kind of strategy as Decaf is sent to the midfield. Squiddy will send it out. Again, low boost here. Everybody on Unknown Aurora left with very little in the tank. Squizzy, though, just enough on it to get to that challenge. HSG Ascension waiting in the backfield. Want to slow things down, but Time's not going to make this easy for them. They've got to score soon. These chances have just not been good enough. Squiddy. Gonna take it out. He's got a little flip reset there. Couldn't get the dunk on Hallow, though. Who gotta appreciate the fact that he is in a decal that the game doesn't like. Just noticed that he's in a... that his car is the non-decal car. So he's found a glitch in the game. That's funny, as Al's gonna put that in. Oh, speaking of the non-decal, there he is. Right in the back of the net, HSG Ascension. Al was just first to it. Again, Unknown Aurora being starved to boost decaf on the goal line with absolutely nothing. Ascension's doing it slow, methodical, but it is working for them. And all they have is about half a minute to get that next goal to tie this game up. I'm looking for it quickly here with Hallow. Decaf sends it out, but Vex is gonna put this one to the back wall. Maybe a second touch. Twizzy J will get there, though. He's gonna force him to shoot wide. Another clear up. Unknown. Need to pick up that pace as Twizzy. Hallow already challenging. Owl sends it away. Squiddy backwards with it. Owl with the pinch. Twizzy J clears. Here he goes off the corner. Twizzy. Hallow. Final second. Maybe one more chance for HSG. That one kept to the corner. Vex. Infield pass. It's going to be cleared to the ground by Decaf. And Unknown Aurora have taken game one there and then. But it did not end off the way they liked it to. It was close, it was tense, and it was really nervous for them. Team who kind of fell back to defense late on. They cannot rely on defense for the entirety of this series. Not always going to be their best friend. Well, they did start off this game well. 5 shots, 4 goals, pretty impressive, but the shooting... Well, HSG had more shots, 10 of them. I think if HSG do what they did at the end of this game, well, they're going to find more goals as well. Unknown Aurora, you have taken game 1 right there. HSG Ascension. Again, Headyscarf Gang, one of our sponsors actually, along with Invisbar and Gamers On, Headyscarf Gang, one of our sponsors. Again, this is the only team they have left in the Tsunami Cup. In fact, this is the only team they have left in the entirety of the Rocket League Splash Series. Unknown, again, they already have Unknown Esports making it through. They had Unknown Academy making it through. Again, Unknown have so many teams that are still in this one, going into the semifinals. Aurora one step closer to making themselves the third. But they've got to keep going. They've got to find improvements. Game 1 is a good start, but they've got to prove that they can do that consistently. It's a best of 7 series. HSG will 100% make adjustments. It's up to Unknown Aurora to be able to adapt to that. As Owl to the back wall. Multiple players jumping. Decaf missed it. It's open for Hallow. And Headyscarf Gang. Well, they don't mind that one out with a great flip reset pass, but it's a miss from Unknown Aurora. A couple misses from Unknown Aurora. They're gonna hurt them there in that one. HSG with the first goal of the series. Sorry, of the series. Of game 2. They did not score first in the series. Oh, but here's an answer! Right back in from Decaf. Another game that's gonna start off white high scoring. Unknown Aurora right off the kickoff. No hesitations. Again, being able to react like that, definitely it does make its impact. They've got to do it again and again. Headyscarf Gang are a very solid team. They made it to the quarterfinals. Are playing very well here for a reason, as that double almost found the net. Decaf saves it. Now he's flicking it away. Hallow, will he get back to this one? He won't have to. Owl's gotten there, and yes, the names are about as confusing as you think they are. Hallow, Owl. HSG making my life a little more difficult here. As Owl double and nobody jumps for him. HSG will say thank you very much. You're not going to see anybody miss that shot at this level. Decaf, I'm just surprised Decaf and Squiddy didn't jump for it. That's a chance they should be getting to. At the very least, should be contesting. Leaving them to that open shot is about the last thing you should be doing in that position, because HSG are not going to miss those. And it's a bit of strange, kind of sitting back here from Unknown. They're not losing the boost game anymore, but they feels like they still are, and just the fact that they're not actually challenging as they should be. Feel a lot more, they feel like they're waiting a lot more for the play to come to them, which just is not likely to happen. For Unknown, they've got to be able to create their own chances as Twizzy J off that sidewall. The preset uses it. Vex has blocked him. Now wants it clear. Decaf. Sending it back upfield. Squiddy. Already calling for it. A double tap in front. Vex has got him blocked. Doing what Unknown Aurora couldn't do that last play. And that is defend that back wall. Hallow now. Owl demoed before he could take the shot. And it will be another clear from Unknown, but this one left in the midfield for Vex. Decaf. HSG stealing the boost again. Everybody on Unknown Aurora already running on very little. Everybody below 20 boost at this point. A miracle if they can get anything to work for them, because here comes Vex, and here comes another one for Ascension. Again, just HSG Ascension so quick at taking the boost away from Unknown. And if Unknown don't make an adjustment, if they don't change something to fix that, they're going to be left behind here. Not just in Game 2, but in the series as a whole. As Decaf. Oh, that's a huge whiff. Owl's got it. But Twizzy J will get there in time. A light shot from HSG. I'm surprised they didn't put a more powerful one on. We were worried about missing the open net. Did have one bad open net miss they had last game. As Twizzy misses that one. Squiddy. Still no shot for Unknown. They had the chance there. That was a 2v1 at that point. And yet, nothing came of it. Unknown are trying to hold the offense. It's just not working for them. HSG Ascension are winning that boost game quite dominantly at this point. And that is what's determining who will take this game. As halfway through, HSG already leading 3-1. Want to make it 4! That's off the bar! It's open in front! Twizzy J will keep it out, though. One touch will do enough as Hallow to the corner. Still Hallow. Twizzy J blocks it. Vex. Backwards touch. Owl. HSG Ascension just driven the ball around, looking for that 4th goal to increase their lead even more, as if it's actually needed for them. And it kind of is needed. Again, 2 minutes left. No, definitely can come back. That comeback seems unlikely with how weak their offense has been overall this game. Squiddy. It's past one there, but Hallow already ready to challenge for HSG. One after the other, HSG stepping up to the plate. They're not slow to these plays, and again, a lot of that comes from boost, but a lot of this also comes from decision making, knowing when you have to challenge, but they didn't do it there. Twizzy J will make them pay. And Unknown Aurora still letting HSG Ascension know just how they feel. Every goal makes its difference. Every goal will lower that difference. Now only a 1 goal separates these teams. HSG Ascension need to play carefully here. Squiddy, the dribble. Hallow beats him. Vex, incoming. He's trying to beat Twizzy. He does beat Twizzy. Infield pass. Owl will jump. No second touch though, and HSG Ascension clears. Decaf, midfield for Twizzy J. Blocked, and it will instead goes to the corner. Unknown Aurora still have it, but well, their choices are limited there. They really don't have too many options to go for, and they're going to send it away. Unknown Aurora trying to hold on to it. Twizzy. It's past 1, but the fake on Owl won't work there. Owl trying to dribble this one. Leaves it back for Hallow. Vex be able to make that one go in either, and at this point for HSG, again, that 4th goal they've been searching for. They still haven't found it. Unknown Aurora, 40 seconds to try to make that comeback, but with them being so limited at actually even getting through the midfield, getting a shot itself is its own issue, as that one free for Owl, 2 touches. Now the back wall, redirect from Vex! HSG find another incredible opportunity! Off the ceiling from Owl, and Vex off the back wall! That's the nail in the coffin. Eddie's Scarf Gang will tie the series up with that one. Unknown Aurora. The chances were limited. That's the issue. They're not winning the amount of shots they're having against this HSG team, as here's another one from Vex again. 3 goals on 3 shots. Talk about coming out of nowhere and stepping up for your team. Vex here, late game shenanigans, and he's allowed HSG Ascension to get this kind of a lead. Just continue what they're doing as Vex will stop it. Twizy J off the corner. Multiple players jumping. The pinch from HSG will go to that left side wall. Owl won't get to it, but it doesn't matter. HSG already going to take this game and tie the series up. The semifinal spot on the line. The last semifinal spot of the Tsunami Cup on the line. These teams are fighting valiantly for it. HSG Ascension with a magnificent response. They did that shooting very well. 9 shots to 5. It really felt like it was greater. HSG Ascension had so much offense. Just look at field domination. 58% to 42%. Every little bit matters in this level, and HSG Ascension just working the offense very well. They're getting more chances on net. They're getting more shots on net. Again, this best of 7. Up to anybody to really take this one here as Aurora. Now it's their chance to make a response. And both these teams using these kind of breaks, in between games. They actually aren't going to use too much of it. Aurora already back in. They didn't want to take too much time. Maybe just a card change. We'll see what they do here as go into game 3. And no, not a card change here from Unknown Aurora. Maybe just a quick mention to each other, a quick note that they still have confidence. And as you come into game 3, the last quarterfinal match of the Splash Series, and well, HSG Ascension, I mean, they may have had that break in between the games trying to slow them down here from Unknown, but it doesn't matter. Hallow is just too good. 1v2's Unknown Aurora. This HSG Ascension team have really ascended. Bad pun. Have really ascended to the to a new heights here. As Hallow off the ceiling, he's looking for a second touch there. He's not going to get a chance. HSG Ascension still pushing in front. Owl almost a pass to Vex. Just a little too much on it. Twizy J will send it away. Owl keeping it in, but no boost left. Vex will shoot. Decaf will clear it out, but here comes Hallow now. Flip reset. Clear from Squiddy. Vex will send it out. HSG Ascension find themselves a chance here, as that's a really good dunk from Hallow! And that's goal number 2 for Hallow! Well, how do you do, Hallow? Welcome in to game 3. Make yourself right at home, because obviously that's exactly what you're doing. Hey, Scarf Gang. I mean, this is just quick from them. Clinical offense. We got Aurora very little time to really be able to do anything in response, but that's open for Squiddy. Here's the Ascension. Well, they may have done so many good things on offense. That is not a good thing on defense here from Vex. Just needs to be a little bit smarter with his touches there. He's hitting it a bit. He's just hitting it too heavily. And while they were 2 goals up, Unknown Aurora have made it known that they're going to make that response. They're going to try to do it quickly, although it's the Ascension and another chance upfield. Twizzy misses it. But no, jumping from Eddie Scarf Gang. Everybody waited back for that one. Hey, didn't expect to see that whiff coming, or maybe they did and they just weren't ready for it. They didn't have the boost for it. Whatever it is, a little miscommunication. What a save. Follow from Squiddy. That goes in. And it's another one we're just going to see goal after goal. Defense isn't an issue for these teams at this point. It's just, it's just another thing in this game. It's all about the scoring, obviously, for them. And both these teams just putting on some really well-made shots. We've only been through 65 seconds, and again, could be a long series. Proving to be a pretty close one, too, as, well, what a pass from Owl, trying to find Vex. Twizy J will clear. Hallow, off the back wall. Squiddy. Hallow again. Shoots this one downfield. Decaf. No boost left, but it does find Twizy J in the rotation. Squiddy. Again blocked by Hallow, who is going to situate himself as that rock on defense, that middle player for Eddie Scarf Gang Ascension. He'll put in the challenge whenever his team needs it. He's just kind of waiting in the midfield. On this one, he is going to actually be waiting back as Vex to Owl. Infield pass. Twizy J. Not a hard block to make as he waited on that goal line. And have the faith in Eddie Scarf Gang shot, and well, he'll be proven correctly there with that one being just exceptionally weak. Really, Eddie Scarf Gang were hoping Twizy J would push out. Maybe try to pre-jump it, but this level, that's not happening. Players are too good at making saves that they don't have to pre-jump those plays to get there in time. Really, speed, it hasn't been too much of an issue yet for these teams. Both teams taking a relatively calm approach to this one. Must say, methodical. Definitely a good work from these guys, but still a lot to go as Vex pinch in front. Again, hey, Scarf Gang have not been able to get their players upfield. Hallow specifically. Again, he's in so many different places, but he's not really getting as much support as he maybe wants to. As now, Unknown. Find that 50 in front. Vex wants it out. Squiddy's gonna dunk it. Off the ceiling. Squiddy. We won't get through Hallow. Cleared on the field as Vex is the redirect. 2 commit for Unknown, and this is a scary situation in front. Vex again. Won't be able to get through Squiddy, but he does get the demo on that last defender. Hallow. Off the back wall. Twizzy again. Gonna get that clear. Relying on their captain. They're on defense to get those clears. It's a nerve-wracking situation. You know that Hey Scarf Gang can demo you. You just saw it happen to one of your own teammates. You know, having to move your head on a swivel. Realizing no one was there to challenge you. I'm sure a little bit of relief knowing that no one was going to demo him. Still, you can't help but feel a little bit of nervousness on defense as Twizzy, 1v1, that one's missed, but here comes Decaf, and that needs to be on target. Decaf, botched that effort. I don't know if Unknown's gonna get another. Oh, Squiddy! That is something special for all of you. Unknown Aurora, Squiddy from the back wall. And at this point, what can you not expect from these teams? An incredible goal from Squiddy. Unknown Aurora. Looking to keep that offense going. Hallow. Gonna find Owl, HSG's offense. Found itself in a bit of a lull here at this point. They just haven't been able to really make anything special happen. Unknown waiting back. Chances really haven't been there for Eddie Scarf Gang. As Hallow. Back to Owl, infield touch. Here comes Vex. Had 3 goals late last game. I believe he has 0 this game. Right now for HSG, it's just a brick wall on defense for Unknown. They've got to bring a sledgehammer. They've got to start demoing people more often. Now it's just them waiting for chances, and it's just not going to happen that way. You have to force teams to commit. And right now, they're just, you know, they're trying it, but they're not really succeeding. That's off the crossbar. Here comes Squiddy. Saved by Hallow on the goal line. But HSG using a lot of their time just to get that ball out, and it won't even happen here. Unknown, keep it in. Owl. Squiddy. Won't hit the target. Vex. That one's hit wide. Squiddy now to the back wall. Decaf doesn't have it. Owl's got the block. Twizzy. Not in. It's Vex. Trying to get it out. Trying to keep it up. You're at 0 seconds and nobody there for Unknown. Sorry for Eddie Scarf Gang. Unknown with a game 3 that will go their way. They now are only 2 games away from moving to the semifinals. What goal to end it too. That solo effort from Squiddy. He's got actually all 3 goals this game. A great performance from him. Eddie Scarf Gang. Again, another little break in between. Owl, the lowest on the leaderboard, only 1 save and 1 shot to speak of. Really, we haven't heard much talking from Owl. And while it's okay to sit back, let your teammates do things, we need to see Owl get more involved. A series that will work for them amazingly here. As here we go into game number 4. Hey, Scarf Gang. Open as... Oh, hello, Siri. Siri said hi. No, Siri, this is not you. Get out. Get out, Siri. Stop that. Oh, that's... Sorry about that. You guys may have heard that. Oh, dear. We had Siri actually turn on, and I gotta stop saying that name or else it's gonna turn on again. As I was saying, Unknown Aurora. Again, they've led by 1 and in the series. HSG, oh, what a shot there. That's somehow kept out, though. Again, for Unknown, they cannot let HSG have another kind of start like they did in Game 2. Series can go back and forth, but I don't think they want it to happen that way. They want to be able to take that match point early. Really put HSG on the back foot. As Squiddy, second touch, infield for Twizzy. Up jumps Decaf, and he's got a free shot. That one, though, will be wide of the target, but Hallow's missed. Squiddy's chance. That's blocked by Vex. Owl will send it away. Decaf bumps Owl out. Hallow dunked by Twizzy. Unknown Aurora. Some really good 50s. They might come in a bit late, but they'll find their chances. Incoming is Decaf. Another one high up where Unknown Aurora is threatening those really quick shots. They don't give HSG much time off that back wall. Again, I know HSG have some pretty strong back wall defense. They're trying to use pace to break it down. Not a bad idea at all. Again, we haven't seen teams really pick up that pace at any point this series. Not yet. But I feel like at some point someone's going to have that idea. And one of these teams is going to act on it. As Twizzy. In front, there's Decaf! What a save from Owl! Squiddy! Missed the chance. And not a lot of boost here for Unknown. They're going to have to race back. As Hallow, Twizzy, slows it down here. SG Ascension might get boost, might set up on the midfield, but Unknown will get themselves back on defense. Vex doesn't have any infield pass. Owl couldn't put it on. Here comes Hallow. That's a pass across, and Owl's gonna score that one. No boost, sure, but that is open. That's just one flip, one touch, all he needs. As Squiddy, Twizzy both jump for that one. A double command from Unknown. This one will be cleared away as Twizzy J in the midfield. Vex. Decaf. Off to the sidewall. Vex close angle. That's kept out. Here comes Squiddy. Twizzy. Off the corner. Sends it long, but Hallow's waiting. As Decaf. Dunked by Owl. Now that one going across. What a redirect there from Decaf. That's going to go all the way down the field. An Unknown. Well, maybe their chance on offense. The lowest scoring game so far. We haven't had a goal yet, and this is the longest amount of time before we've seen a team score first. That time just continue to tick down, meaning that whoever gets that first goal, it's going to be a huge momentum boost for them. Again, Unknown want to have that match point. They want it to be them, and this is a good chance to do it. So Twizzy J in front. Vex will send it out, but he's running out of boost. He does get that pop though. It's a free dribble for Owl, although Squiddy J will stop him from getting a ball on top of his car. This one, saved by Decaf. It's Unknown are reacting to the plays in front of them, and I will say, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous for both these teams. Not that they're playing badly. It's just the fact that no one scored. Every chance just feels like one that can go in. Knowing how these guys can score is just kind of at will sometimes. It really does surprise me to see this few goals, but I did mention that, generally speaking, a series like these, when it starts off high scoring, it usually ends low scoring. It's Hallow, saved by Squiddy on that one. Unknown Aurora trying to use that solo play through the midfield. Twizzy gets around Owl, but Hallow is waiting for him, and they'll have that dunk. HSG's ball again. Hallow, though, shot behind Vex. Decaf, an early jump. He didn't actually have to jump for that at all, though. It's left straight to him here by Twizzy J. A pass downfield. Twizzy off the back wall. Squiddy won't jump for it. Recognizes a little, well early enough that he has no chance in getting to that one. As Decaf, 50 with Owl. This one's bouncing towards that midfield. Owl trying to find Vex as HSG Ascension again. Slow up field of those chances. Waiting back further and further. You can tell the pressure truly on HSG at this point. Starting to maybe overthink things, overcomplicate things. As time and regulation running out. Maybe a chance for Vex. Stopped by Twizzy J. It's just too slow. And Squiddy, the dribble. Maybe the final 10. Dunk going to the midfield. HSG want one more. Vex, this one's shot. But it's kept out by Twizzy J. HSG maybe going to keep this one up for 0 seconds. Decaf's got it. And it's actually Unknown who on offense. It's Twizzy J with a redirect. Owl won't let it go any further as we go to overtime. Nobody's scored just yet. Our first golden goal kind of match up at the at the end of one of these games here in this series. One goal could be what will allow Unknown Aurora to move in the match point. It also tie the series up for HSG, and well, we'll see what happens as Twizzy, second touch. Owl almost got bumped there, but he still misses it. He's ran out of boost. Twizzy, well, that's just too heavy from him. He's got to keep it low. Someone waiting in front, but even so, that touch just is a lot of power when he really just needed less. As here comes Vex, looking for the bump on Twizzy J. HSG Ascension are definitely a team that feels a lot more nervous when it comes to these positions. They sit back a lot further. I don't know if that's going to be the situation that will help them here, because really, in a face of adversity, teams got to be fearless in these kind of matchups, in these, playoff series where your season rests on maybe only a few games, a few moments. As Vex, the dribble. CJ has it. He did get both players to jump from unknown. 1 minute having come and gone here in the overtime. Still, nobody's been able to take it. As Squiddy quickly saved by Hallow. Unknown Aurora get an immediate follow-up, but they do have this one for Twizzy. Infield decaf. That one double commit from HSG. As Squiddy pass across. Al doesn't have it. That one's dropped down by decaf. And Unknown Aurora are now only one game away from moving to the semifinals. It comes in overtime, but as I mentioned, they're fearless in the face of adversity. Unknown Aurora. What a way to win. That was the closest game by far. Unknown Aurora. We need one more. Again, we're going to just get things kind of going as soon as possible. As Unknown Aurora just left, I thought it was a best of 5. They forgot. It's a best of 7 in playoff matches. I was wondering why they were leaving. I was wondering why Unknown Aurora isn't here. They're back, don't worry, we'll get this thing going. As here we go, let's get ourselves into this 5th game. Again, a chance to see the series reach its end. For Unknown Aurora. They've got to make these plays count. Not an easy thing at all. Again, both these teams being kind of new to the Tsunami Cup level. I can remember the last time I saw Twizzy, and I remember him being like a GC1 game of gameplay. Well, forget about that. Owl was just going to score. That's a bit rude of you, Owl, to cut me off like that. It was a great goal for HSG. No respect for Squiddy, and he's just got to be smarter on that play. You don't give up a 50 like that to Owl. HSG Ascension with the first goal of the game. Again, we'll see how long this series will take. Reminder, we got a series coming right after this one, so, don't worry, you'll be seeing a ton of action. Twizzy J, that's a great shot to the front post. Unknown Aurora with the answer right off the kickoff, and it did not take him long. Decaf, Squiddy off the back wall. And as soon as Twizzy went for it, he knew, well, everybody's going to cover that midfield. And so that's why he goes for that post, thinking everybody's going to overshoot it. As a raid coming in from Ice Cold Brew. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to the Sporty stream. Hopefully things are going well for you, for you, Cole. What were you streaming? Hopefully it was good. Again, we got a best of 7 series here. Semi Cup quarterfinals, the Rocket League Splash Series. Unknown Aurora, Heady Scarf Gang, Ascension. Aurora only need one more game to go through it. As Squiddy, it's going to be a great block from Vex. He jumped early, thinking that shot was coming. As you're casting, Cole, nice to see. Hopefully your series was fun. Again, this is a playoff matchup here as Heady Scarf Gang, it's open, and Owl, oh, he's missed it. A little too much power. He's flashbacks to game 1 where he did the exact same thing. Fortunately, this one will eventually go in for him as Unknown Aurora panic in front of the net. Just not able to keep their calm in that play. They just needed to wait a little bit. Hey, Scarf Gang, watching as Unknown Aurora break down in front of their very own eyes. And for Unknown, again, they know how important this series is to them. And a reminder again, as soon as this series is over, Evolve Skylight, Final Form Entertainment Splode for the Ascension Cup. I'll be a best of 5. We're going to actually have a special guest joining us for that one. Again, now you all are focusing on this series, on and are asking, what is Unknown going to do to try to come back? Well, they're going to do just that! A pass off the corner, and Squiddy's shot just powerful enough to go in. Unknown Aurora. Very quickly, I might add, getting these chances. At this point, this could be a game that's going to go back and forth. Last game was only had one goal. It went to overtime. This one, very different. Already got 4. I'm only about a minute and a half in, and make that 5 now. Right off the kickoff for Vex and Unknown Aurora. They left their teammate in Twizzy back with literally nothing he could do there. Great communication from Eddie Scarf Gang and from Hallow to Vex to realize that, hey, Vex is going to have a better chance on this. Unknown Aurora weren't ready for it. That was a kickoff going about as long as it can be. As Vex now trying to get another! He's forced it to the front post! And another one right off the kickoff for Unknown. This team's struggling here. Off the kickoff, just things are not going their way. Again, it's a lot of this just who gets the ball faster in the air. And usually it's Unknown who does that well. Hey, Scarf Gang winning it here in Game 5. As Squiddy. Owl is actually gotten a touch on that. It's going to go back to Vex. Decaf. Keep the offense going here as Twizzy J. Hallow's going to get it past Decaf. Squiddy. Off the corner. Hallow sends it out though. And Aurora will have to reset. They go for that midfield. As Vex. Flip reset. Maybe a second. He's going to find Owl, but I mean, that's just a little too difficult. As Hallow's missed that completely. Here comes Squiddy, and he's missed it completely. What is happening in front of the... what's happening in the midfield? No one can hit the ball. Unknown Aurora. Squiddy. Blocked by Hallow, but here comes... sorry, Twizzy's blocked by Hallow. Squiddy upfield. Now Owl to Vex. And Unknown again, waiting on the back wall here. Twizzy on his own goal line. Not willing to challenge. Gotta be really careful with how he plays this. As Decaf. Light touch, and that's going to go in! It's not enough boost for the HSG defender. And Decaf. Well, that's his first of the game. It's Twizzy who gets the bump on Hallow. And Vex just not enough on it. He's ran out of boost. Well, the battle back from Eddie Scarf Gang is valiant. They've got to be careful. The comeback from Unknown Aurora is imminent. And that one, that's almost in. Twizzy J bumped into the wide. Squiddy by Owl and Unknown Aurora. Everything being set up from the midfield. Not afraid to send multiple people up, but you worry just when they do it and just how they do it, because these plays on offense really are ones where they don't have to send multiple people up. About risk management, really. Knowing how they can send people up and in what time. Well, here they do it. Twizzy gonna get that one, but Squiddy will keep it in front. Twizzy trying to get the dunk there. He does on Owl. Bumps into it by Vex, and that is a very heads-up play from Vex. Resourceful, even. Coming his own teammate into that block, knowing he can't get it himself. As here comes another one. Squiddy. No, Aurora who will get the ball again. Decaf. Owl's bumped, but just going to land around in the midfield. At this point, it's just kind of a back-and-forth boom ball game. No one really fully taking control, although Unknown Aurora don't mind playing in the midfield. They know a chance can come from any moment, and it is right there! Right off the corner! Squiddy puts it in the front post, and Unknown Aurora are making this comeback happen. Twizzy to Squiddy. No chance for Hallow to get to that one. A perfectly placed slow shot. And coming into this game, Squiddy showing up when his team needs him. Unknown Aurora. Again, this series could be theirs. The semifinals spot. Take on Fifth Corner Esports, his best team. Could be theirs if they can just get one more goal and win the game here. Hey, Scarf Gang. Looking for an answer. They won't get it off the kickoff. They might get it down the field. Decaf blocks them. Twizzy J. Redirect. It's light, though, and doesn't mean HSC won't get a real good clear on it. A Squiddy off the back wall. Twizzy J. Not on target. That could have been the one to win it. Unknown here as Twizzy beat by Vex. Hallow. That one's gone wide. Decaf's missed it, though! Why did he jump? Decaf! Oh, he's ran out of it. Defense there. Decaf ran away from the play on this one. He's got to jump for that one. And that back wall has been issues for Unknown Aurora all series long. "30 seconds left. Unknown Aurora. The back wall. Their issue. The crux of their defense again. At this point, it's becoming a very consistent problem for them. The problem, they've got a handle here. More importantly, they've got to get a goal back. Decaf. Shot to the ceiling. Flip reset. Gets around. Bounce in front. Rolling in. Saved by Vex. Now Twizzy J. Owl. This one kept up by Squiddy, but he's ran out of boost. No, Aurora. I've exhausted all resources. We're going to game 6. They fought back. Continued to fight. They got their chances. And what a series this is. Going into game 6, this series really seems to have everything. We might even see Champions Field. And reminder, there's a match coming up right after this. It's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. But let's talk about what happened here. Unknown Aurora taking full advantage of the mistakes of HSG on defense. It was a real shootout, and that's something that I think HSG kind of like. They like to go into shootouts. I'm going to see just how much of this game, will in game 6 will be like this. Will be close. Will be kind of back and forth. Will be a true battle to the end. As again, what a series this has been. We're going into game 6. Reminder, Unknown Aurora, all they need is one game, and they'll be into the semifinals. But the pressure is on them now to, step it up on defense, especially on that back wall. They're really having issues keeping the ball out. It's the Ascension. You're starting to see that they're really targeting that one major weakness. As Owl to the corner. Aloe now gets around Squiddy. A great beat there. Infield pass to Vex. It will just be sent away by Unknown very quickly. Swizzy. Left for Decap, but I don't think Decap recognized it. That still could go in. Twizzy J in front. This one's bouncing. Who's got it? Twizzy's gone. Decap's gonna get that final touch. Nobody knows what's happening, but it does not make a difference. First goal, a bit of a weird one, will be Unknown Aurora's. My apologies, I just actually pressed the pause button. There we go. Game 6, goal 1. Now looking for goal 2, right off the kickoff from Unknown. And this is a real, heightened response from them. They're pretty unhappy about how last game went for them. The offense played well, their defense did not. I'm willing to let HSG know exactly what, trying to put a punishment to HSG for taking that game off of them. As Squiddy finds Twizzy, a team bump. Owl's gonna have that one, but there's a very real possibility that he could have been bumped out of the play by Twizzy. Owl, Decaf. Aloe, that touch, Decaf clears it away. Unknown Aurora gonna get that chance again. Twizzy J now. Vex bumped out. Decaf shot on. That's goal number 2 for Unknown Aurora. We were waiting for those chances to come, and boy, they did. What a play there. Man, that is just another great goal from Unknown Aurora, finding their chances, taking them as well. This is a team who knows what they're doing, who, again, is furious from what happened last game. They don't want to see it happen again. They're going to make sure this one is 100% theirs to take. As Vex, Squiddy with the challenge. He will go across as that challenge comes in. HSG just trying to keep the ball away from Unknown as best as they can, but ultimately, every touch, every play seems to end in the hands of Unknown Aurora. That's a giveaway. That's open. And Owl will take it. That's like, the last person you want to give that kind of a chance to. Squiddy just didn't have it there. And Unknown Aurora, we're not ready for that. And then the goals are just continuing to come in again and again. Eddie, Scarf Gang, and their only team left in the playoffs at this point. They want to move into that semifinals, want to make their org proud. This is an org that's been here ever since Season 1 in Hetty Scarf Gang. not have them make it to the top 4 in any of these playoffs would be, well, would not be good for them. They would not be pretty happy with that. As look for another chance off the sidewall. Squiddy. Vex will have the challenge, but it'll go wide as again, Unknown Aurora keen to play the keep away game themselves. All these teams doing the same thing to each other, trying to keep that ball away from each other. It's just going to be a question of who will do it better. Zinfield pass, Vex not on target. Twizy J. Dunks Vex, but it's still here for Owl. Oh, Decaf's missed it! It's Owl's second! And he's not happy with that one already. Running the great pass, he recognized that that is a mistake he should not have made there. Oh, and HSG Ascension, they won't be complaining though. That's their second, and the game is tied just like that. As Vex, off the sidewall, Hallow in the midfield for Owl. Twizy J will clear it. At this point for Unknown Aurora, they've been kind of in cruise control. They really have to kind of escape that cruising soon because HSG Ascension are taking full advantage of this kind of relaxed pressure. Squiddy, always left that in front open there. Decaf, will he get to it? Oh, he does. Follow-up shot. That's in from Vex. Eddie Scarf Gang letting Unknown Aurora know that they are continuing to attack. And that is the lead here for Eddie Scarf Gang. As Hallow with the back wall, that one's pinched in front. Vex with a redirect. Owl. Gonna keep it going for Eddie Scarf Gang, but here comes Unknown. Twizy J off the corner. Vex trying to clear. Decaf now. Looking to Owl. Squiddy. Decaf trying to bump him. As this one bouncing around. Vex there to try to secure it. He's missed the net though. Squiddy down the field, but it's just not powerful enough. And this one is just getting pinged around. Unknown Aurora. That offense has continued to struggle. The Scarf Gang have picked up the pace again. You thought last game they did pretty well at doing it. They've just, done it even better here. As Decaf's there. That one's in! To the bottom right! And what a shot! Another one! For Unknown Aurora clawing their way back. And there's 33 seconds still. Anybody's series here is... but I will say that next upcoming series, that 10 p.m. series we have scheduled, that's going to have to be delayed a slight bit for you all. Just get things set up. But man, this series definitely has every reason to be a great one, and it has been so far. Unknown Aurora, though, just want that one chance. It does feel like they're in the point where they're just desperate to get something going for them. They don't want to be in the series anymore. They want it to be done. They want it to be over. But time looks like it might be running out for them. Squiddy, the dribble on 0 seconds. Twizy J, and it's just going to hit the ground. We're going to overtime. As if we needed more fireworks in this one. Unknown Aurora could win this series, move to semifinals with just one goal. HG Ascension looking for game 7 here in overtime. Someone's got to win. Someone's got to do it pretty soon. As Decaf, long touch, Twizy J doesn't have that one. It's Vex, Owl, HSG trying to just dribble this ball around, and Squiddy with the pinch. Oh, just trying to get themselves some space here, but man, they maybe gave the wrong person space because Hallow in front. Oh, a touch from Squiddy. Predicting that one, that's not an easy play to do. The Tsunami Cup quarterfinals just being the last one of this one, and that's a huge mistake! It's open! It's Hallow! It's saved by Twizy J. That's gonna keep Unknown Aurora's chances alive, at least here in game 6. As Twizy looking for the bump, attempting to clear from Hallow, not good enough! Squiddy's end it, and he's hit the crossbar! Decaf blocked on the line by Vex. Eddie Scarf Gang now trying to find another chance to counter. Squiddy though, off the ceiling, second touch. Won't be able to get another one, but it does bounce in the midfield for Hallow to clear. Over time, that again could take a while before someone gets that goal. We've only seen one other in the series, and that was Unknown Aurora's win. That was that one goal, Game 4. Set them into this lead in the first place. As Vex, Wizzy J, Hallow, Squiddy, long touch. Can Vex get back? He's got to be careful. He does get there, but there's another scary situation for HSG in front of their own net. As Hallow, miss from Twizzy J. Hallow still on it. Squiddy, redirect, Owl to end it! It is taken Game 6! What a shot! What a goal! Unknown Aurora. Again, just not enough to get through. And we're going to Champions Field. We're going to the final game of the series. This one going to Game 7 again. Finally, that 10 p.m. series is delayed, so. But man, I'm happy this one is going to go the distance. Another Game 7. This stream has caught a couple Game 7s in these playoff brackets. We got another one here. As one team will be able to take it. Who will it be? Well, let's get ourselves in. Buckle up. Champions Field awaits. One team will move to the semifinals. The other will be eliminated. And this game is the one to decide it. 5 minutes on the clock. And here we go. Unknown Aurora took a 3-1 series lead, but well, that lead hasn't been able to stay 3-1 for very long. They could not get that fourth game. It's still not theirs, and well, this is their last chance to do so. Ready, Scarf Gang. This is their opportunity to make things happen, but it's open. Squiddy's gonna take it, and Unknown Aurora will be in the lead here. They've done it a couple times late in this series. An early goal to really set things straight. And Unknown, again, trying to be the second Unknown team into this semifinals. We'll see what they have as Squiddy, Owl in the midfield. Vex, one touch, back wall, couldn't get the second. Owl now, kept up by Twizzy J. HSG Ascension closing on that net, but none of these plays have really been all that successful for them. As that one's pinched wide. Bouncing ball. And Aurora will look to clear it. It's Squiddy. Trying to find a pass there, but instead it's just going to go on target. Decap's got the block. Unknown Aurora getting pummeled here on defense as Hallow. Double! Oh, he's missed the net. And that was a real chance for HSG. A double tap attempt from Hallow. Not an easy play to do it, but at this level, and you know, this kind of a game, it's going to be so important for them. Well, I'm gonna keep watching, keep expecting the unexpected. It seems to be what happens here in Game 7. The question is, how many goals are gonna go in? We know these teams can really score a ton in these kind of games, but oh, they've got a lot to prove here. And in Game 7, when teams don't like to make overcommits, but they don't like to make too many risks. See just how it changes. As here comes Owl. That one clear from Decaf. He's gonna get bumped by Vex. Hallow. Wizzy J. Hallow's beat him. Bounce off the corner. Squiddy. We bumped out his own teammate, but he's got the ball instead. He's gonna look for a Cookster pinch. On target, but it is not hard to block from Hallow. Well, it does mean that while HSG have the ball, Unknown Aurora can push themselves with offense and maybe get themselves a chance. And that's a really good redirect from Owl to keep things out. As Twizzy J off the corner. Vex. Owl. That's open. Hallow! Halfway through the game, and HSG Ascension just continue to attack. They'll get their chance at last. It comes off just an amazing touch from Owl that gets over Decaf. Open net for Hallow to take. And Hades Scarf Gang. Tying it up at 1. And man, what a game it has been. Halfway through and still no winner decided. One of those series where it does feel like it's going to go that way. Although HSG Ascension has some really well late game at the end of this series where as the time kind of ticks down, they become better and better. A scary sign for Unknown when they aren't in the lead at this point and we're heading into that final half. As Vex gonna dribble this one, but Squiddy's beat him. Owl now up the field. Scarf Gang still kind of getting stumps in the backfield. Hallow, Squiddy keeps it out. Now Owl off the side wall. Twizzy J will clear. Squiddy redirect. That one's gonna be kept up by Vex, who will not get that second touch. It's Hallow's touch. Now for HSG, but no, Aurora very quickly back, and they're gonna get their shots. Hallow's kept it wide. They're heading into the final 90 seconds. One goal, very well, will very likely be that difference maker. Who can score it? Who can make it happen? Elimination for whoever can't take this game. These teams have definitely deserved to take the win, but only one team can do it. As miss from Decaf, Owl off the sidewall, multiple touches. Squiddy trying to send it upfield. Vex, that's on! Oh, what a save from Decaf! Halfway in his nets, and he somehow finds the way to keep it out. An incredible block. Unknown Aurora will keep that one out somehow. And HSG can't believe it. That was a great infield pass. And yet, even with a great shot, it does not matter. This game continues at a tie-up. 1-1. As Decaf there. That was on Vex. Is it wide? Squiddy now. Emoed by Hallow. But in comes Twizzy J. Clear from HSG. Now this game heading into the final seconds of regulation. Someone's got to score. Someone's got to do it. Demo. From HSG. Hallow. Gets around. Nets in front. Owl the shoot. Blocked by Twizzy J there. Another clutch stand on defense, and now Twizzy was looking, I think, for Squiddy there on that sidewall, but this one will hit the ground instead. And overtime in Game 7. As if this series can't get any better. Game 6 was in overtime, but ended in HSG's favor. And now Game 7 will go the very same way as Squiddy. Back wall, seconds, and it's miss! Twizzy! And it is saved by Hallow! Here comes Decaf! He's looking for his seconds, but Hallow hits it away! Top-notch defense there from HSG. They're still in it. Now a flip reset from Squiddy. Hallow's kept that one out. Vex, blocked by Twizzy J. Now he's looking to end it. The Doomsday is forced in! Twizzy J takes Unknown Aurora to the semifinals! That play ends it! That play is the winner. And that is Game 7 for you all. My goodness, what a long series that was. So long, in fact, our second series has been delayed quite a substantial amount. But man, a Game 7. Couldn't have asked for much better from these two. Series like this going the distance. Unknown Aurora, the second Unknown Esports team to make it to the semifinals here in the Rocket League Splash Series Tsunami Cup. If you take a look, there you go. That Tsunami Cup for you all is, my goodness, we don't have a lot of time to set things up for our next series. Again, we got a special guest coming up as well. The next series will be FFE Splode versus Evolve Skylight. And again, we're gonna have to transition very quickly into that. I'm sorry that I can't bring my usual post-match kind of messages, but again, what an incredible performance. Unknown Aurora, definitely a well-fought win. Twizzy J coming up with a true captain's effort at the end. Again, we will get our guests in soon. Again, what a matchup. What a result. course, though, we have our next series. It's the Ascend Tournament Series. Ascension Cup. This is a best of 5. As let me make sure I actually get the prediction done as well for you all. A lot of points predicted. Congratulations to Unknown Aurora. Renting that free game comeback. FFE Splode. Evolve. Skylight. Again, this is going to be a fun one. Let's take a look at those lineups quickly. And yes, you will actually recognize Falcons. You will recognize Skylight. They've been on the stream before. You'll also recognize Falcons. He has actually never been on the stream before, but he is a very solid player. He's been on FFE for a while. Surprising to see him here. Again, we're going to have to move quickly. Let me also make sure I set up the lobby for these guys. There we go. Again, let me also get that prediction poll up for you all again. What a matchup. This will be, again, week 1 of the Ascension Cup. This is a C3 below tournament. Again, with it being week 1, it's a 6-week season, I believe. Yeah, it's a 6-week season. You gotta play 7 matches in those 6 weeks. Now, again, this will be quite the series. As there you go, prediction poll is up. As again, we're gonna get our special guest in here very soon. I'm hoping he does join. He is a little late, but here any moment. And I might as well tell you who that special guest is. Actually, it is be Thrifty. 52 Sweets joining in for this one. As again, let me quickly. Oh, whoops. Let me make sure I actually get a room here set up for him to join. Again, we'll get him in as soon as we can. Hopefully he'll join. Again, we're gonna get this series coming up just a few minutes. Again, hopefully we'll get him to join in here. In Thrifty, he is a bit on the busy side. I hope he's joining in. This will be an incredible series. Coming up again, another 3v3 matchup. This is again C3 and below. Both these teams very high level though. I think they were both on the tournament rankings as well for being some of the top teams in this league. Take a look. Where's the announcements? If we take a look at the seeding in their group, Evolve Skylight was the 2nd seed in their group. FFE Splode, the 6th, considered the 6th best team. Again, that is just by power rankings. And both groups have 10 teams each. They don't. They have 12 teams each, actually. Wait, how many teams they have each group? It is 8 teams. Sorry, not 10. 8 teams. So all 8 teams again have been ranked. FFE Splode, I expect to make it out of the playoffs, so they've got to make it into the playoffs. They got to be in that top part of the group. They got to be the top 5 teams to make it. As Thrifty jumping in. Hopefully he'll join us here for this one. Where is he? Thrifty? Oh, there he is! Oh, gee, yes, an intro. Hello, Thrifty. How you doing? Welcome in. That scared me. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good myself. We got a best of 5 series to get things going too. And I've got a lobby, so that'll be fun. Again, it's Evolve, Skylight, Final Form Entertainment, Splode. This is a fun one because this is Falcons' team as well.
Yes.
So this is going to make things really interesting. I mean, again, you power rank these guys. Evolve Skylight's considered one of the top teams here. They dominate this level pretty often. I mean, what are you thinking about this Skylight team? I mean, their chances are pretty good to making the playoffs and even win the whole thing.
Correct. I rank personally Skylight at the top of the list. I think they were like number 3.
They're number 2.
Number 2. I think number 2's yeah.
Oh wait, just 3. In total, they're number 3.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
So
got it.
so I think they're number 2 in their group, but they're number 3 in total. Um, here, let me pull it up. Yeah. So
Well, it's happening.
for
We're gonna get these guys in for this
this
one.
is Group B. Yeah. So they're ranked number 2 in Group B, where Splode is currently pre-ranked at 6. But again, we're going based off of the few things that we know. It's a brand new season, brand new start to the tournament, and we're gonna watch 2 potential playoff teams duke it out in their first game of the season.
And we'll see just how they do here again. We have not seen, we've seen Skylight on this roster before. By the way, it is Excite, Borb, and Hysteria, by the way, is Frenzy. We're gonna call him Frenzy. That's the name he usually goes by. I don't know why he's changed it. For Splode, it's Brutta, Falcons, and JXC! And well, Splode hasn't gone off to a great start. Evolve Skylight starting off as you would expect Evolve Skylight to do, and that is really pressure you into giving up an open chance.
Yeah, it was good awareness there by Frenzy, and he just kind of got it right over Red Falcon's head. He couldn't get to it. Unfortunate there, but listen, still early in the game, still plenty of Rocket League to go. Still got those pre-game jitters going on, pre-tournament jitters going on, pre-sporty jitters going on. So I'm sure they'll be fine.
Oh, it's always scarier whenever your casters are 2 of the directors. 2 guys who are running this tournament. It's always scary when those are your casters. I'm sure these guys are pretty well. Although the thing about Falcons is, you know, I can speak to those jitters as well. Being a guy who's actually gonna play, who's playing in this tournament, you can no matter how used to you are to, you know, streaming matches and getting into these kind of situations, it's still nerve-wracking when you are the one who has to play. For Splode, you can tell a bit of double commits, a bit of awkward rotation. Skylight, this is a team that have been together for a while. Excite and Frenzy have been teammates for a while. Orb is a newer player for them, but I wouldn't let that take away from just how good this team can be. I don't know if him and Splode have a lot of work, have their work cut out ahead of them here, because Evolve is not going to make this easy for them in the slightest.
Yeah, I think for Splode too, the keys to success here are just kind of relax and just kind of play your game. Obviously, we know how good Skylight is, as we're going to get a pass here towards mid. JX couldn't get to that. But we know how good Skylight is, and I'm sure Red Falcons knows how good they are. He probably casted a few of their games. So that's kind of I guess the caster's advantage. They've seen these teams and these players play before, so they kind of know what they're going against. But for Splode, they just need to play their game, relax a little bit. Obviously, like we talked about, the jitters, they'll come and then eventually they'll go. But as long as they're playing their game, this is going to be a tightly contested matchup.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. Again, as you mentioned, I think you hit the nail on the head there. FFV Splode are just nervous at this point. You can tell they're starting to kind of relax a little bit more, and as they're doing so, they're getting their chances! And here comes the captain, Red Falcons! Welcome to the Splode stream, my friend! You've been on here before, but not in this situation! He will score the first goal of the series for Splode.
Yes, oh my, we're used to having Red Falcons do exactly what we're doing here. By seeing him out there and scoring the very first goal for Splode in this game number 1. That was good to see, and I think that's gonna break the ice too for Splode. Obviously, Red Falcons being the captain of this team and kind of the leader here, and just a figure in the community. I think him just scoring that goal and just kind of calming things down for his team just by tying things up is gonna go a long way. And look at him, he's still going, he's playing, he's just pressuring, having a good time. He is a good player. People need to understand that as well. He knows what he's doing out there, and I think they're going to be just fine after that first goal. Skylight's going to go ahead and try and get some offense going of their own. And this, almost a misplay there. This Frenzy, which is Hysteria, as you mentioned earlier, going to cross that to the mid. JX Frenzy's all over the place, though, giving him trouble. Nice 50, though, by Red Falcon. And Red Falcon again, another 50. He's going to clear that away, and now we got a reset here for Skylight, who almost gave the ball away there.
Yeah, but again, what I'm really liking for Splode is they're having to play a lot of defense, and they don't look too concerned anymore. Skylight is trying to suffocate this team, trying to make them panic, and that's the one thing Splode is starting to not do anymore. And if they continue doing that, well, they're going to find so much success just not panicking, as that's going to go in. Well, maybe I spoke a little too soon. Borb's going to put it in. That the lead is back to Evolve Skylight as that pass in midfield, great from Excite. And Borb, who is a newer player to this roster, helping his team out there with that one. And a Skylight team, they are the favorites for a reason. They have the lead.
Yes, that was Forbes' first goal for this team in this tournament. Like you said, new player. I know they added him just a couple days ago to the roster as they were trying to do things and get the final touches going on. But he did. Frenzy spoke very highly of him. And as we saw there's a reason for that as he put the ball in the back of the net. As this 2-1 lead now for Evo Skylight as we got another shot here. This is not a safe lead. There's still plenty of time left. 50 seconds to go in this matchup is technically an eternity unless Frenzy almost hit that nutty shot. And that would have been something. As a pass here, Bretta now is going to go ahead and try and get it clear. Not the greatest touch, but JX is there. Maybe a bump coming out here. Awkward touch. Ended up being a pass. Bretta now is going to go ahead and try and put this up off the sidewall. Falcon is up. He does get beat though. Bretta with a touch. And not the greatest touch again. A little bit of just awkward play here coming from both sides. As Falcons now is going to look for the extra ball. And Red Falcons put some respect on this man's name. Not only is he a great catcher, but the dude can ball.
That is beautiful. I mean, we are seeing a real captain's effort. Falcons with both the goals for Splode this game. It's a clear down the midfield. They were panicking, but so was Skylight, who was hitting that ball exceptionally heavily. And again, FFV Splode, this is a huge start for them in this one. This is a team that's, unproven. Skylight have proven themselves. They've won LOS champs in the past. They've won at this level before. This is a team that knows what it's like to win. FFV Splode, newer roster. They don't have that same kind of history. And man, they are standing up to one of the titans of this tournament. This one will stay up. Actually, Falcons has done well to pass. JXC off the back wall. Maybe a second touch, but that will hit the ground. And we're going to overtime. A start to the series, and it's golden goal opportunity to see who will start the series off better.
Yeah, Splode, a relative unknown, new team, getting their chance to shine here. And right off the rip, coming out here and showing exactly what they're made of. Bringing this game to overtime now. Red Falcons putting the team on his back. Hopefully this defense can kind of stand here as there's a little awkward play coming in from the corner. As Falcons again, they had some mistouch there. They'll get beat. Shot might come on, but beautiful defense there. And this Splode team, even though they've been getting a lot of, this might be a goal. It's gonna go ahead and excite the crowd here and end the game. If you are a fan of Evo, excite to show you why you are a fan in general. And ends the game in overtime there with a beautiful shot. Evolve Skylight takes game one, but listen, this Splode team, they're here to play. They're not here to be a pushover, and Red Falcons is definitely out there putting on the show and showing why FFV Splode is here to make a name for themselves.
I remember a few weeks ago having the ability to talk with Falcons, and I kind of played some in-house 2v2s with him and with Blue Sabres as well as I believe might also have been Taquito as well joining for that, and that was one thing. But yeah, Falcons, it was an interesting time for him because yeah, he mentioned he was very rusty coming into this tournament. He didn't have a ton of hours behind him. He isn't the guy that you see on a ton. He hasn't been on a team in a very long time. Coming into this kind of tournament, trying to really prove not just to others but to himself that he can play at this level. And well, this is a great start to him. This is a great start to his confidence. FFV Splode, while they may not have taken game one, I'm impressed by this performance. I think they could very well, push even more against Evolve Skylight here. But again, against a team like Evolve, it's going to take a little more than just Red Falcons. GXC and Brutta specifically, who's been kind of quiet this series. I need to see more from him, because if not, well, Evolve Skylight are going to continue winning. It is a team effort after all.
Yeah, big clear there, though. As we get game number 2 underway, Red Falcons going to go ahead past this left here. Like you mentioned, they do need a little more team play. They can't just rely on Red Falcons to basically run the show, even though I'm sure he's more than capable against a team as good as Evo Skylight. They're going to need a complete team effort, and that includes the homie brother right here, who was relatively quiet, like you said. But Falcons maybe look for a pass mid here. Nice little deflection, gonna lead to an awkward touch and then a goal by JX. Look at this. This is exactly what you want to see if your final form explode right off the rip for game number 2. First team on the board. That must feel good. At least you got a lead now. You got something to hold on for, something to fight for. Let's see if this momentum can keep going in their favor.
Well, yeah, great pass from Falcons to JXC and Evolve Skylight. Well, they're not very happy about that. They're already trying to push as many people as they can upfield. As a team at this level, they have such a playstyle that's just so suffocating, and that kind of thing works so well at this level. So many players that, you know, don't like people being this close to them. And Evolve Skylight forces you to have to play that close combat kind of gameplay. It's something that most teams struggle against. It's something that most teams hate to play against, even if they are successful. Final Form Entertainment Splode, well, I don't know if they like it or not. Probably more on the not side, because these games have been very difficult for them to really get a true foothold in. They are actually, you know, keeping up with it here, as it's better than most. Oh, what a bump in front, though. Excite with that one. Evolve Skylight have answered back. And look at this from Borb. You might see the shot from Excite, but look at from Borb. He's bumping out the defender. He's pushing Buddha away from that one. I know you like those bump plays, Thrifty. I like them too. Evolve Skylight likes them, and that's how they'll get that goal.
Listen, bumping is a part of the game, and if you know how to use it well, because it will lead to goals, just like we saw right there. A little bit of a weird, though, pinch as Red Falcon, and I don't know who exactly that was that went up for the ball, who got the goal, but it looked so awkward on my screen. They both went through the ball. But again, that's Rocket League for you, I guess. As we got a double commit here, they both seem to maybe call each other off. Those are the type of mistakes, though, if you're FFE Splode, that you can't be affording to give, as you need every chance you can get, especially against the Skylight roster, because every chance could potentially lead to a goal. But if you're screwing that up and you're not able to at least get a shot on target, then the chances are you're going to be trailing pretty quickly.
Here comes Excite, JXC with a block. That's in front. Buddha's got it as some demos raining out. Falcons just got spawn demoed by Excite twice there. And Evolve Skylight, after the game, I mean, they're starting to really ramp up these really physical plays. They're not just, you know, shooting the ball, trying to keep the ball close to them. No, they're making sure the defenders aren't even available to save it here from FFV. They are, you know, respecting what FFV Splode can do on that back line. And, you know, they're pushing up. They're making the adjustment. Start going for more demo plays. That's a really good chance from JXC. Ooh. And Excite can't get to it. JXC Free has now taken the lead for FFV Splode. They're always one step ahead, it feels, of this Evolve Skylight side.
Yeah, beautiful shot there. Caught him off guard. This is one thing I wanted to mention. Skylight is giving a lot of room in the back third. Man has pushed up a lot, and they are able to basically be countered attacked. And as we saw right there, all it takes is a big boom downfield that's on target, and it led to a goal. As Red Falcon's now going to maybe look for a touch here. Tries to get a shot on target. JX now tries to control this. Frenzy. Ball's kind of ping-ponging, going back and forth right now. Excite now. Got a couple of Skylight players kind of on each other. And that little miscommunication kind of led to them giving up the ball. But big shot here. And nobody, and I mean nobody from Splode could reach this ball. Don't really know what happened here. Maybe lack of boost. I don't know. But that led to a goal. Heads-up play by Borb for being there, too. Just knocking in the back of the net.
Yeah, he recognized very quickly, hey, wait a second, Falcons is in his own net, and he is facing the wrong direction. He recognized that very quickly, and you can see that shot reflects it. A low shot, a shot that is, well, below where Falcons was going to try to challenge. Again, a heads-up play, it's those kind of differences that can really separate the great teams from the good teams, and while there are a ton of good teams in this tournament, there are only going to be so many great teams. Evolve Skylight, again, in week 1, right, this is a 6-week season. A lot of matches. You got to play 7 matches in those 6 weeks. You want to get yourself off to the best start possible for Evolve Skylight. This is a tough first round. It's not like it's going to get any easier for these teams. We've got a ton of really solid teams in this tournament. They are loving what they're doing right now as they, again, are staying physical, staying upfield. And FFV Splode, this is a team that just is forced into playing more defensively as a result. Final 60 seconds. It's tied up, but, oh, we've gone to overtime before, and we saw what happened last time. FFV Splode would love it if they can just take that lead again. They've done it 2 times before. They weren't able to hold it, but maybe a third time can do the trick and allow them to take their first game. Sorry, their first win of the series here in this best of 5.
Listen, sometimes it's always the third time. Third time's a charm. There's a reason that's a saying. As we're gonna get a shot here now from Red Falcons. And Brother now, we need to see more from him, as we've seen a lot of that, what we just saw right there. I don't know if it's nerves, I don't know if it's just rank discrepancy, but he hasn't been doing all that well, and I don't mean to call him out on that, but he is the player that we're all looking at now that needs to step up. And I know if I am Splode and if I am Red Falcons being the captain, you gotta put a mouth in his ear and light him up real quick, and maybe they'll put some fire under him, as we almost saw another overtime now. Actually, look at this, back-to-back overtime. And listen, we were talking about it before. Splode, they want to keep this. Oh my, that is not the shot. If you are Frenzy, this game should be over.
Yeah, it should have been over there. That was a really good transition from Frenzy. But he did not make it count as Vadorax. That's almost gone in. Skylight are jumping on defense. They do not like this here anymore. They want that out quickly. They nearly had what was one of the topmost of the week coming against them as Falcons gets past X-Sight. I'm on the back wall. Frenzy got to jump for it. Oh, JXC has hit it backwards. And X-Sight will clear it down the field. Brother. JXC's hit it the wrong way. He's also run out of boost, though. He's just trying to keep control, but he's ran out of that one. His car is deleted. Falcons will have the ball, though, and FFV Splode. Maybe some time to relax, but look at this from Skylight. I mean, it's overtime. They're just playing fast, just for the sake of playing fast. And it is working here. Splode are getting, out-pressured at this point as Borb, clear from Falcons, dunked by Frenzy. This is going to bounce in front here for X-Side. He's got the chance, but it will be kept out there by Splode. Maybe a chance for JXC. Borb is winning that backfield. He already got one goal. He'll try to keep out Splode from that one as Falcons in midfield. JXC, and that is a chance they should have taken, but it won't work for them. X-Side, one-on-one. He's pretty good at these, but Bretta's going to keep him out, and Skylight's chance will also end as quickly as it started.
Man, this is back and forth. This is exactly what you want to see if you're a fan. Both these teams, given that they're all Evo right now, they're having a little bit of trouble just kind of getting the ball in the back of the net. They've had probably 2 chances to end this overtime, as we almost saw one there. And Splode just hanging on for dear life. Had some chances of their own as well, but just did not connect when they needed it most. And right now, it's a stalemate. As I said that was almost broken. There's a pass here. Beautiful play here by X-Side here, cutting off in the midfield, not allowing that play to develop. Better now with a big touch here. That might be, oh man, Frenzy's having a terrible, terrible overtime when it comes to shooting right now. His accuracy has failed him and basically left this game. Oh, big double commit here. Is there anybody back? This might be it.
Wait a second. Oh no, Frenzy. Oh no.
Hey, exactly what I was just saying too. Frenzy, this is an overtime you want to forget. Whoa, brother, with a big, wait a second. Brother, that was not expecting that. And JX, oh my God. What a wild and crazy overtime. I don't even know what we just saw here. My heart's going all over the place. And what heartbreak for Evo Skylight, especially for Frenzy. Forget about that overtime, but if you're FFV Splode, you are ecstatic right now. This is exactly what you wanted.
GXC3 with all the goals that game. FFV Splode. Again, they have stunned so many people watching. I mean, this is a series. Again, the first, Ascension Cup series on the stream, and above Skylight, we were one of the favorites to win this whole thing. This is how close this tournament's going to be. When a team like FFV Splode, who is not even close to being ranked to these guys, is keeping it this close. We'll see. It just happens as, even Frenzy in chat mentioning 0 for 5 on shots. That one, the most shots in the game by any player, and he couldn't get a goal from it. You mentioned it. Frenzy's even mentioned it. It's that shooting from Frenzy that needs to make that adjustment here for Skylight. They are playing well. They're getting offense. They really actually were the better team that game in getting offense and keeping it, but they just couldn't capitalize on it, and that's going to be the biggest issue for them.
Yeah, I like here too how they're even joking about it. Frenzy knows he kind of tossed that game, but listen, put that behind you. 0-5, 3 open net misses. Listen, it happens. You just shake that off. It's now a best of 3. Next 2 wins the series, but that's definitely not a performance you want to repeat.
And we'll see how they make that adjustment. Can Frenzy's shooting improve here in Game 3 with these teams tied up in the series? We just saw a Game 7, if any of you are wondering. That's why the series was delayed in the first place. That was an incredible series, by the way. This one might also have the chance to go to Game 5, to a, Champions Field, do or die. See how if that happens here. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, though, with how close this one has been. As Frenzy beat by Falcons. X-Sight One touch, trying to maybe follow it up, but Borb's gonna get that clear. And there he goes. Above Skylight again, reminder, playing with Borb. That is their sub here. And the usual starter is Snickers, but he isn't available tonight. Above Skylight again, an interesting first week when you're playing with, again, a new addition. Not that starting roster, not the roster that has really made this Skylight name so recognizable at this level. Oh, what a draw from Borb. Wait a second.
Hey.
Almost got that one. Borb trying a bit of fancy stuff here to try to get through FFV, but FFV just going to challenge him, and now trying to challenge X-Sight. 50s across the field from FFV Splode. Again, it's more of a brute force method from this team trying to break through Evolve Skylight. Evolve Skylight, they're trying to get their chances. They're keeping the offense going again and again. It's like a turntable of shots, a conveyor belt even. You see, there is no end, but it's a miss in front. Ooh, that almost could have been there for Splode. It was a miss on the goal line, but you'll be fortunate that shot was just off target.
I do like these counterattack plays by FFE Splode. They're being very patient on defense, waiting for their moment and then clearing. And then it seems like, oh, they said that. Excite sneaks that in. A little bit of help from the crossbar here. Gets right around. I believe that was Bretta who was trying to rotate back. I don't think he expected his shot to just go that way.
Yeah, that's a tough read.
Excite. Yeah, good shot. That's just all you need, basically. And now you have a 1-0 lead. And it's now the opposite of what we saw in game number 2. And we'll see now if any of this will matter, as I guess it does not, as Falcons again. And this is what I was talking about. These counterattack plays, they bang, and Falcons is always in the area for these passes and these touches. Whether he's touching them or not, he's there. And that's exactly what you want to see.
As you guys can already see in chat, Butters having some ping issues. We'll reset the game after this, I guess. As for now, though, Flo just gonna have to play on. We see a tie game here as, again, Falcons kind of inputting himself into that striking role for this series for FFE. Evolve Skylight, I mean, again, it is so close. Their offense, they've really won on pressure, but they haven't won on the quality of these shots from them. Quantity, yes. Quality, though, not so much. And that's what's the difference maker. You can win on quantity and still lose a series, but you gotta take shots like that, as Borb's got an open net. FFV Splode caught waiting, and, well, that is one Borb doesn't miss.
Yeah, that was right in the pocket, came right into his, basically the nest of his car, and you give him a shot like that with a wide open net. I don't care if you're frenzy, you're not missing that.
That was Borb who shot that, but I see what you're doing there. Evolve Skylight, man, okay, you're just going after Frenzy at this point.
It's all over Frenzy, just so you know.
I know he doesn't mind, but after Frenzy, if he watches back, he's going to be very confused here. Toxic Director confirmed. Anyways, FFV Splode moving upfield again here. Again, you mentioned you like their counterattacks. I haven't really seen them really hold that ball, but again, as you mentioned, counterattacks, something that has worked for this team, being able to quickly catch Evolve Skylight awkward and catch them out of position. But do you have that tendency, like a lot of teams, to panic when the pressure gets too great for them? But at this point, they're not the ones who are getting the pressure, they're the ones delivering. It's X-Sight off of that pass. Evolve Skylight will have a 2-goal lead now.
Yeah, you just spoke about panic. It looked like a little bit panic there. Had a couple guys double commit on that. No one got the ball. Tough position to be in. A lot of pressure though coming from this Evo team. Evolve just seems to be finding their groove now. I feel like the last game was kind of a wake up for them, realizing they just gotta go. They're the faster team, they're the more aggressive team, and on paper they think they're the better team. And I think now that confidence and getting a kind of a loss out of the way, now they're gonna feel a little more comfortable and confident just playing their own game. As FFE Splode now is just looking for answers, and they are having trouble. As I say trouble, they are now shooting in the wrong net. And even my ping is actually spiking, so this server is giving me problems here too.
Well, we'll fix it. Don't worry, we'll get it reset.
It doesn't matter what the ping is. That was just a bad play there, and an own goal resulted out of that one.
I mean, you can understand why JXC3 would do that and jump for it. Just unfortunate that it would end that way. That is just how things work. As now off the ceiling, Frenzy. Oh, couldn't get that second touch, but he was definitely looking for it. As now this one, pinched across JXC. maybe looking for a teammate. It's Brutta, not on target. Here comes Falcons! And it will be blocked quickly by Frenzy. He knew that, well, Falcons is usually at the end of these plays to put on that shot, and he'll be right there. Evolve Skylight. Again, doing well to keep Splode out, and this is, again, what we needed from them. You just see them kind of shake off that loss, get that offense going. It may not have come all that often from Frenzy, but it does come from Excite, does come from Borb. Them have goals, and for Evolve Skylight. Again, they brought that aggression back, but here comes JXC. FFB Splode not out of the game 3 just yet.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play here, beautiful shot. Way to finish the play there as well. I love the way this team is passing too. They're getting each other the ball. They're looking for each other, and they're understanding where each other are on the pitch. And when it comes to C3 gameplay, that is huge. If you have a team that can understand that, you know, even though right now the game is not going their way, eventually you're gonna start breaking down the team. As long as you don't give up too many mistakes, especially on the defensive end. This is definitely a game they can come back, but you gotta save that. Gotta save that. Backline defense here. Falcons trying to get in front of the ball here. I think JX probably expected him to touch it there. Either way, nobody did, and that's going to lead to an open net.
Yeah, FFV Splode trying to send everybody upfield. I mean, you can't blame them when you're 2 goals down with 30 seconds left, but, well, unfortunately, the play won't work for them. Evolve Skylight will capitalize on it, and that should be the end here to game 3. It will be Evolve Skylight. Again, they are the favorites for a reason. I said it after game 1, and even though they lost in game 2, it was close. It was tense. Game 3 won't go to an overtime like the other games, and it will be FV Splode now who will have to try to do their hardest to get themselves to Champions Field. End off this one, our first ever Ascension Cup series, and man, it is just getting closer and closer. But yeah, this will be Evolve Skylight's game to win. FV Splode, well, they will get a goal here to end it off with Red Falcons again on that one. Doesn't really make a difference in the overall, you know, games here. Although Skylight will still have it, but again, a little bit of confidence for Splode. They should not feel too discouraged from this loss.
No, and that was a beautiful heads-up play from Red Falcons too. Just being patient, understanding that everybody on that back line was just kind of jumbling and kind of out of position and waiting for the ball, basically, to be right in front of him to score. But if there's any takeaway from that game, FFE Splode, you gave up too many just goals off of mistakes. Clean up those mistakes, especially those rotations on the back, and just maybe be a little more clear in comms, because those seems like little things that just shouldn't be happening. But nonetheless, I think what they're doing on offense is good. It's working. They just got to find those opportunities a little more.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you one bit about that one. As again, we're going into game 4. These teams did call for a quick lobby reset, so we're going to do that real quickly here, just to make sure that things are going to be just fine here. As again, what an interesting start to our Ascension Cup viewing here. And again, it's Evolve Skylight, who are now only 1 game away from taking on FV Splode here in week 1. As I actually did forget to add something. 1 sec. Got to add on the records that these teams have. It's 0-0 actually for both these teams.
Yes.
You guys would like to see that, I'm sure. There you go. I do have it available. There we go. See, there's the records. Let's make sure we get these guys in here for this one, so that we can make sure that we can set things up. Again, what a match this will be here. FFE Splode. Again, they've kept it close. They haven't been just quality enough. Again, for being a new team, you can see a lot of the issues that they're having on rotations because of it, but man, this is a close one. Again, with all these teams being so close to each other, really, it's not even like a top 3. It's going to be like a top 12 at this point with how good all these teams are and how close they are to each other in ranking.
Yeah, our power rankings came out just top 10, just knock it out. These are your 10 best teams in the tournament. But literally, from 1 through 12, like you were saying, there's really not much separating the top of the top. And there's just so many good teams. Everyone vying for the same prize. $90 to first place, $30 to second. There is a cash prize for the winner of this tournament. Also, thank you. Shout out to NOLA Flight and Unleashed Warfare for sponsoring this tournament as well. But again, we're here for the players, we're here for the teams, and we're here for this match. And right now, it's 2-1 in favor of Evo Skylight. But FFE Splode is definitely trying to get this to Champions Field, and they have more than capable of doing that.
And they are definitely capable of putting it that way, but here comes a demo from Frenzy, the dribble. Blocked by Brutta. Excite, missed from Falcons. Oh, but Excite thought he had it too. He was going to go for that dunk. Falcons' whip actually has helped his team in the long run, but Splode, oh, it's another demo in front. Here comes Frenzy, but he couldn't put that one on. This quick pace from Skylight, they are picking up the pace here in this game. And they're trying to play potentially a lot faster against Splode, trying to catch them off guard, trying to catch them, maybe trying to chase after that ball more often than not.
Yeah, I do love the way this competition is going right now. Back and forth action. But again, another misplay here. And this seems to be the Achilles heel for FFE Splode. There's a couple, I mean, it is a tough read maybe, but
Frenzy almost
rotating.
Frenzy almost messed up Excite there on that play. That one got a bit close.
Again, you gotta be rotating back post, and you gotta be a little more aware of these shots that are coming in, because these mistakes are mistakes that shouldn't be happening. And honestly, you clean that up, this game is as even gets.
Yeah, FFE Splode got a bit too close to the corner. It's a tough read to make, but yeah, as you said, you know, if you want to be a playoff-ready team, a team that makes the playoffs, in that top, you know, in the top 7, the top 7 out of 10 teams in this group will make it to the playoffs. Only the top 5 will actually qualify directly into that final bracket. The other team's got to go to a last chance qualifier, aka a wild card. That's not going to be fun, and that's not a place you want to be. And well, if you want to be in that top 5 in your group to get make that final bracket automatically, or even just the top 7 just to make it to the playoffs in general, and you have a chance of making it into that final bracket, but you've got to be able to play well. And with it being week 1, we don't really know who's going to play well, but above Skylight, everything let us know that it might be them, as that's a second goal. This is just beautiful passing. Frenzy up in front. You know, he's jumping in front of Falcons, making sure he can't jump for it in early there. That opens the net up for Excite. Evolve Skylight with their second goal, doubling their lead to 2. And FFE Splode are just having to chase after them at this point. It's a game of catch-up, and I don't know if Splode are going to be able to muster the strength they need to win this one.
Plenty of time still. Just gotta be calm, cool, and collective, and make your shots here. At least you got a shot on target. Build off of that. You haven't done a lot right this game number 3, or game number 4, excuse me. So maybe they can start building some momentum, and all it takes is a couple shots and one to go through, and this is a completely different game. So plenty of time, plenty of opportunity. But Evo Skylight, they're not making it easy for them. Not at all. As they're playing with the utmost pressure, the utmost confidence. Probably the most confidence we've seen them play all series long. Even after that huge win they had the last game, they're just playing right now at a pace. And I think they're just outpacing Splode, to be honest. We're gonna get a shot here, actually. And Frenzy just cannot hit the back of the net for some reason. But at least he's getting shots. And that's exactly what you, if you're Splode, you need to get the same shots too. Just get those opportunities going.
I think a lot of it's going to rely on Falcons and where he's positioning. Because we know this team can play defense. Splode has, well, I mean, just the fact that they've only kept Skylight to 2 goals and basically playing defense simulator this whole game has been pretty impressive. But again, it's a lot of it's going to rely on where Falcons is, where JXC3 is. Where are these guys who are going to shoot? And again, I really do ask Falcons. He's the guy that I've really seen step up on the offense for Splode, but not just him, as here's a demo! It's in front for Brutta, and that goes through! Falcons, I asked where he was, and there he is, he's down with the last defender! An open net for Splode! They've cut this lead in half, and they're only 1 goal away from tying it up.
Heads up play, there goes that man you were talking about, Red Falcons. Where's he at in the pitch? Guess what? He's in that guy's car, exploding him, and leads to the easy goal.
I wonder if his team's named Splode.
Exactly, that's why they got their name. Look at it. They're living up to their moniker right now. But that's exactly what you needed. Now you can. Oh no. Wait.
Oh, it's gonna be saved. Ooh, that was close. Splode almost gave that one away. Brutta with a bad touch off the corner, but he's gonna be saved by the fact that nobody from the ball thought that was going to happen, and they're not trying to overcommit at this point. They just want this game to end. Skylight sitting back a little further. They're still keeping aggression. Even when they sit back, it's still aggression from Evolve Skylight. They're just making sure they don't overcommit on offense. They know that what Splode can do in these final seconds, and they're just going to make sure they just deny that from happening as Splode. Brutta with the beat. Falcons gets past Excite. JXC free. An infield chance. That one's on. That one saved by Frenzy. He's kept it out of the net. And Borb will send this one down the field. He's got a dribble, but it will go to the corner. And FFE Splode, they're not going to get scored on here. Here's another chance. That's one's bounce. That's off the bar. Nobody can score as we head to the final seconds. FFE Splode have to score in these final 10 seconds or else this series is over. Rudda gonna hit it down the field. Borb. Infield pass to Frenzy. Splode can't win it. Frenzy can't keep it up either. And this one bouncing off the corner. Red Falcons challenged early by Excite. Rudda gonna keep things going, but this one will hit the ground. Evolve Skylight will take the series in 4 games.
What a game. What a final 30 seconds. That was crazy. We had goals almost on both sides. What a game.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. That was a fun start again. Welcome to the Ascension Cup, everybody, here on the Sportiest stream. There's a reason why we've been hyping up this tournament, and I think you found out just why with games like these. What a matchup. Yeah, we're going to get an interview here with the Evolve Skylight as long as they want one. Again, what a series, Thrifty. That, again, was just a great start to tournament action.
Man, that was a nail-biter at the end, too. That was exactly what you wanted to see. That was, man, imagine if they tied it up there at the end, too. How crazy that would have been. How overtime, how this place would have just went nuts. But man, I guess we'll never know. Skylight took care of business, did exactly what they needed to do, and congrats to them as they take their first victory of the tournament in week number 1.
Yeah, let's go and interview Skylight here. Welcome in.
Oh, hey, Sporty.
Frenzy, Borb, Excite. What a matchup. A great start. That's Thrifty's. I'm so thankful that is that's just a sound effect and not like a song. So that could be interesting for a Twitch stream. But again, congratulations on your win here, Evolve Skylight. You guys have a history of dominating at this level, but this one was a bit of a difficult start to the Ascension Cup. But hey, you get your win anyways. Frenzy, can you tell me what it was like and kind of getting into the series, kind of getting used to the pressure that is going to be happening consistently every single week?
I am the self-proclaimed Aurora shooter. 1 for 15 for the day, I believe. It's rough. I miss my shooters. As you can see, you know, Snickers is in here. We're usually one man, top shot. We're breaking rust. It's alright. We'll be good.
Thrifty may have left us here. 50?
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
He's just
50,
listening.
50's gone. 50's decided to not ask questions. I guess
I'm just listening because like that was terrible shooting. I'm just trying to find the excuse. That's all it was.
He ain't got one.
Yeah, again.
No, but listen. Even though your shooting left you in this series, your teammates had your back, and you guys played well. Borb being a new addition to this roster, how do you feel just kind of fitting in today and just coming in there and getting the job done?
I just like how they play. It's easy to fit into. They play very easy to follow.
I think that's a simple way to explain that as well. And again, you talk about it, fitting in, everybody kind of getting things work. You can see Evolve Skylight, kind of the Evolve Skylight pressure as. Thank you for the Ray Falcons. I know Falcons was streaming it on his own viewing of that one. But again, coming into this series, it was a great performance, but it did have some issues. It did have some setbacks. Excite, you guys lost game 2 in what was a pretty devastating overtime. But you guys kind of brought it back. What did you guys kind of say between game 2 and game 3? Because whatever you said definitely helped you out.
I mean, to be honest, there wasn't much for us to be said. We knew with the way those first 2 games went going into overtime, we knew that it was going to be a battle, and we knew that we had the opportunities to take that game 2, and it was just the small mistakes that we needed to fix up.
Again,
So
I think.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I think that we rarely win game 2. Like, we were 3-1 merchants. We always win our games 3-1. And I think we always lose game 2. So it was just really like it's expected.
Another day at the office.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't something to sweat over.
I gotta ask because I know you guys have a 5-man roster and whatever. Knowing after this game and just kind of, I guess FFE Splode, they were power ranked number 6 in the group, and if number 6 gave you this tough, type of competition right off the rip, how confident are you as you continue to progress through the group stage and on in this tournament because I did personally rank you guys in the power rankings overall number 3.
So this was Borb's first game playing with us. We did a tryout, which wasn't really a tryout. We just played really well.
Playing.
We played really well. We're like, hey, you're on the team. You know, we need someone like kind of. It was last minute last week, just with the situation, someone not being here. So we just picked him up and threw him on the team. And this was his first game with us. So we're like, we're good. We have our starters next week. We'll be fine.
Again, sure you guys are happy with that one. Again, a big win. Next week, you get to play me, so have fun with that. You get to play my 75 Team Evo. You get to play my team, and I know how good you guys are. I know how good my team is. We haven't played yet. We'll be playing tomorrow against CSU Stanislaus. So if you're gonna watch that, that's gonna be on Thrifty stream.
Yes,
It's gonna be a fun match. But again, we play you guys next week. You have anything you want to say about that matchup? Anything you want to say to me? Because I'm listening. I want to hear what you guys have to say here.
Hey, good luck, bro.
Oh, actually, that's very sweet of you. All right, then.
No, I'm kidding. I'm playing.
Well, again,
It's gonna be a good one.
Okay,
it's good. Yeah. For Evo, that is. For next Evo, it's gonna be pretty good.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit. Knowing they play tomorrow against CSU Stanislaus, I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't know if you guys seen the rosters or seen like the power rankings. I believe they're very close to each other. Who's your pick to win that?
Wait, what's the matchup?
Next 25 Team Evo, CSU Stanislaus. If you know that, Stanislaus is. It is
Hey, Evo gang all the way. Evo gang all the way. Evo gang all the way.
Well, yeah, we gotta go with our.
Don't matter. Evo gang all the way.
It doesn't matter if it's Evolve or it's Team Evo. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
man. Sporty's my little sister, bro. Little Evo.
All right then. Oh, I didn't expect that. You're not the
Not
first
next
person to
week.
say something weird like that this week. We had
Not next week,
Juicyberg.
though.
If you know who Juicyberg is, he called me.
Sporty Berg,
He called
Sporty
me
Berg.
his spouse. So there's some weird stuff happening here. What's it with people
Sporty
like
Berg.
this?
Everybody
Yes,
loves
Sporty
you,
Berg.
Sporty.
Yeah,
Well, thank you very
Sporty's
much.
the GOAT.
I appreciate
Shout
you all
out
as
to
well.
Sporty, everybody.
you-
Right now, if you're in the chat, shout out Sporty. Shout out Sporty.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say shout out Sporty for getting
Sporty
married,
go.
but anyways.
Yeah, Sporty go. Sporty Berg, actually. Forget the go. Sporty Berg. Put the Sporty
There you
Berg in
go.
chat.
Well, again, congratulations on your win here, Skylight. Before you go, though, we'll get some quick shoutouts going. I know this is kind of this interview is devolved. That's what happens when we talk about
That's what makes
these
them
kind of
good.
topics. But it makes them fun. It does. I've seen you guys so often. You guys have been on the stream so many times. Actually, you know what? Before you go to shoutouts, Thrifty, you have any last things you want to say to these guys?
No, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They did exactly what they were supposed to do as the number 3 ranked overall team in my power rankings. Shout out to FFE Splode though for showing up and making it that much more difficult for them. But they took care of business. And shout out to all the other teams and players and games that happened today. The Ascension Cup is just getting started. So this is week 1, and if you enjoyed this action, they specifically have 6 more games, but overall 7 games in the group stage. Continue and watch us as we progress through this tournament. And again, there's a prize pool at the end, $90 to first place. They're fighting for something, so let the competition continue.
Yeah, of course.
Tell them
and-
to bring me my money.
Well, again, we're gonna go and quickly do shoutouts here for you guys to end things out.
Thrifty.
We'll start with let's start with Borb here. Borb, you have any shoutouts? Any final statements you want to make? Anybody you want to thank?
I'm just telling you, Mavericks is getting robbed at number 8 in Group B.
All right
They're
then.
not a bad team. I've seen them.
I love to hear that. He's throwing his support here for the
I like that.
Mavericks.
I like
We've
that,
seen
though. I like
they
that.
did lose today to Nola Flight Smoke. That was actually the first ever Ascension Cup match, but that was
Yes.
on Fox's stream. That was a interesting matchup, of course. Again, thank you so much for joining, Borb. Now we'll go to Excite. Anything that you have, Excite, to follow up that spicy comment from Borb.
Yeah, I got a lot of shout outs. First of all, shout out my amazing team. Obviously couldn't do it without him. And Borb coming in, he's played phenomenal this series. And shout out the rest of the team who's not here because they're still putting in work.
Better be watching.
Shout out Vert. Yeah, they better be watching. Shout out Vert still for maintaining our team and the org. And then my biggest shout out has to go to the Texas Rangers, World Series champions as of last night. I couldn't have done it without they really motivated me.
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
you
there you
you see another team become champions, and you know what? Maybe you can follow in that path. You're in in an even bigger tournament, arguably an even bigger tournament than the World Series.
Yeah, I agree 100%. There's where I would take the
National
Ascension
covered.
Cup.
Yeah, no. This is
It-
yeah. They have
it-
national coverage. This is world coverage here.
That's true. That's true. Twitch is a world platform.
So yeah, so the
Oh,
whole world's
yeah.
watching you guys. Hopefully, that will make things even more interesting. And we'll end off with Skylight, Skylight Frenzy here. Again, congratulations on your win. Again, Frenzy, great performance here. Is there anything you wanted to say to kind of end things out, round out this interview, and will be again the last match of the stream?
Well, X-Light pretty much hit it. So I'm gonna end it with shout out Sporty for
Thank you.
streaming, always being available whenever for whatever.
All right, shout out 50 as well for joining me. I guess.
Shout out Thrifty, bro.
There you go.
Hey, Frenzy, I must send you my favorite shooting packs when we're done, okay?
Thank you. I need the musties. I can't afford them.
You might need to start making a new one just for him.
Yeah, just the Frenzy
Yeah,
pack.
it's just gonna be open that you can't miss. Like, it's literally right in front of the goal.
I'll find a way.
So that-
He'll do
He'll
it.
put
Well,
it top right of the corner.
that'll be even better. Again, congratulations on your win, those Skylights. Good luck next week against the X35 Team Evo, my team. Hopefully I'll see you guys again very soon. I know I will be seeing you guys again very soon, but hopefully I'll get to stream some of your matches as the season progresses. Congratulations on your win here tonight against FFV Splode. Again, have an amazing rest of your night. And again, you'll be on the stream sooner than you'll think.
Thanks for having us, Sporty.
All right, bro. Love you.
But a night 50. I forgot to have that happen again. Oh my goodness, we might have to have. Well, again, congratulations. Thank you so much for joining. I don't know why I'm saying congratulations. You didn't play. But again, thank you so much for joining.
I'll take the congrats. I'll take
the congrats. Well, congratulations actually have the tournament started. It's a great. The tournament's already kind of coming off to week 1. It's starting amazingly again.
Oh, yeah.
What a series! What a night! Anything else you want to say before we get this raid out?
Well, we're about to raid Papa Splash here, who's going to have another Ascension Cup match. So if you're hooked and you're still on the stream, please don't go anywhere. We got more ATS Ascension Cup action coming, this time on Tommy Bucket's stream. So shout out, we got 5 CE over there, the Dream Team versus 100x35 Uniformity. So shout out to that. That's going to be a fantastic matchup. But again, shout out to Sporty. Shout out to everyone that watched today. Shout out to the competitors. Shout out for everyone that helped me make this happen, because the Ascension Cup is not just ran by one person or a group of individuals. This is ran by a whole community that love to compete and play the game of Rocket League. Shout out to the sponsors as well: NOLA Flight, Unleashed Esports. And yeah, I mean, I got nothing else to say. I'm just excited to get the ball rolling here.
Again, we've got more matches tomorrow, including more matches from the Ascension Cup. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining tonight on the Sweaty stream. Be well, take care, and we'll see you again in just a little bit.
Yes, sir.